Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Mangesh Dushing, working as Assistant Professor in Chemistry at Maratha Vidyaprasark Samaj, Nashik. Friends, in last video we have learned the nomenclature of alkanes, the classes of and types of hydrogens and carbons which are present into the alkanes, and then we have seen the industrial source of the alkanes as well as laboratory preparative methods for the alkanes into the last video. Now we will learn about some reactions of alkanes. Friends, in terms of reactions, so reactions are very important part of organic chemistry as well as chemistry. It's okay, our chapter is alkanes, but all these organic reactions are functional group interconversion reactions. So at the time you should know all the functional groups like alkyl halides, alcohols, ketones, alcohols, all these functional groups you should know. You should know their nomenclature also, because this nomenclature is very important. In examination they may ask write down the preparation of propane from propane. It's okay, that is a propane, but you should know the propane also, alkene also. These are all chapters like alkanes, all chapters like functional group names, alkanes, alkenes, alkynes, alkyl halides, ketones, alcohols, aldehydes, carboxylic acids, esters, all these functional groups are interconvertible. म्हणजे असं नाही की तुम्ही अल्केन चॅप्टर शिकला तर फक्त अल्केनच माहिती पाहिजे, अल्केन माहितीच नाही पाहिजे, असं काही नाही. हे सगळे डिपेंडंट्स आहेत एकमेकावर. तुम्ही अल्केन जरी प्रिपरेशन करत असाल तर तुम्ही अल्केनपासून करतात, म्हणजे तुम्हाला अल्केन काय आहेत हे पण माहिती पाहिजे. तुम्ही अल्काईनपासून पण सिंथेस करू शकतात. अल्काईन तर आपला तिसरा पार्ट, पण ते तुम्हाला माहिती पाहिजे. अल्किल हॅलाइड्स, तुम्ही अल्केन्सपासून अल्किल हॅलाइड तयार करतात. अल्किल हॅलाइड तुम्हाला नेक्स्ट सेमिस्टरला असेल. याचा अर्थ नाही की तुम्हाला अल्किल हॅलाइड माहितीच नाही पाहिजे. तुम्ही हे फंक्शन ग्रुप 11वी 12वीला शिकलेला आहात, हे फक्त रिव्हिजन आहे. त्याच्यामुळे तुम्हाला ऑलरेडी दिस फंक्शन ग्रुप यू शुड नोज. हे फंक्शन ग्रुप एकदा तयारी करते, फंक्शन ग्रुप त्यांचं नॉमेनक्लेचर काय असेल ॲटलिस्ट ते लक्षात ठेवा, म्हणजे तुम्हाला पुढचं सोपं जाईल. ओके, नाव विल लर्न फर्स्ट रिॲक्शन, दॅट इज हॅलोजनेशन. Halogenation. So halogenation means one or more number of hydrogen atom of the alkanes are replaced by halogen. So which are the halogens? Like Cl2, Br, iodine, all these halogens replaces one or more number of hydrogens from the alkanes, and we will get alkyl halides. We will get alkyl halides, or you can say halogen derivatives of alkanes. Now this is the chapter in next semester, but you should know before also halogenation, formation of halogen derivatives of alkanes. So one or more number of hydrogen atoms are replaced by halogen, that is called as halogenation reaction. Now for example, suppose we have a methane molecule. If this methane molecule, if you treated with sunlight or UV light, their range in the 200 to 400 nanometer, that wavelength is there. So what will happen? One of the hydrogen is replaced by halogen. The reagent is Cl2, for example, halogen is the reagent. Then one of the hydrogen atom of alkane is replaced by Cl. So see here, previously there was a CH4, now this is the CH3, and one hydrogen is replaced by Cl. That hydrogen and one atom of this Cl, the byproduct is HCl. So this is alkyl group, so this is methyl chloride, or another name is chloromethane, and this is methane. So in examination they may ask write down a preparation of methyl chloride from the methane. So you should know the structure of methyl chloride, that is a halogen derivative of alkyl halides. So in this way it may possible that another hydrogens, if we are treating with excess of Cl2 gas and presence of catalyst, then what will happen? More number of hydrogens may get replaced by this halogen. For example, CH3Cl, that is methyl chloride, if you treated with Cl2 in presence of UV light, so it may possible that one more hydrogen of this methyl group is replaced by the Cl2, Cl. So CH3 becomes CH2 and Cl, one more Cl will come, that will become Cl2. So this is called as dichloromethane. This is called as dichloromethane. The byproduct is HCl. Further reaction may happens. So CH2 Cl2 dichloromethane in presence of UV light and Cl2 as a reagent. So we will get CHCl3 plus HCl. So this is called as chloroform. This is called as chloroform. Further halogenation may possible. So CHCl3 chloroform in presence of Cl2 and in presence of UV light or heat. So what will happen? This remaining hydrogen also gets replaced by the halogen and your product will be CCl4 plus HCl. So this is called as carbon tetrachloride. This name is carbon tetrachloride. So this is called as halogenation reaction. So in terms of if chlorine is more reactive, so UV light, it gives reaction fast. Bromine, iodine. So bromine are less reactive than chlorine. Then you may have to use heat. So heat used as a catalyst in presence of iodine. So for iodine you have to use some catalyst for iodination. But reaction will be same. That is, one or more number of hydrogen atoms are replaced by halogen atoms. So that reaction is called as halogenation reaction. Now halogenation reaction follows radical mechanism. Radical mechanism. तुम्ही कॉमेंट्री माहिती आहे तुम्हाला? कॉमेंट्री काय असतं की क्रिकेट चालू असतं आणि लाईव्ह तुम्ही कॉमेंट्री करत असतात. सो क्रिकेटला तुम्ही वर्ड्समध्ये ज्यावेळेस सांगता त्याला कॉमेंट्री म्हणतात, बरोबर की नाही? तसं रिॲक्शन जशी होते, कशी होते, त्या प्रोसेसला होतात मेकॅनिझम. स्टेप बाय स्टेप illustration, step by step description of the reactions is called as mechanism. So it follows radical mechanism. Radical mechanism means one unpaired electron is formed within the reaction. So mechanism is of 3 steps. First one is initiation. Second is propagation, and third one is termination. So these are the steps for the radical mechanism. The product obtained, you may have a mixture of products. So one will be the major product, one will be the minor product. So major and minor products, it depends upon the stability of radical. It depends upon the stability of radicals. So as we know that yesterday we have learned that carbons are of 3 types, like primary carbon, secondary carbon and tertiary carbon, right? So radicals, which radicals are stable? So stability of radical in terms of tertiary radicals are more stable than secondary radicals, are more stable than primary radicals. So secondary halogenation product is more stable than secondary halogen radical than primary halogen radical. So product, whatever you obtain, tertiary halogenation will be more feasible than secondary halogenation than primary halogenation. So in terms that tertiary halogenated product will be the major product rather than secondary and primary. Okay, now we'll see the mechanism steps for this reaction. Step first, that is initiation. Initiation means the starting of the reaction. So we have a Cl2 molecule. Cl2 molecule, there is a sigma bond between two halogen atoms, and if you are using UV light, there will be homologous fusion of this bond, right? So this one of the sigma bonding electron goes to this chlorine atom, while second sigma bonding electron goes to the next Cl atom. So what will get? There is a rupture of bond and each Cl atom will get one unpaired electron. So this is called as chlorine radicals. So this is called as chlorine radical. Friends, this radicals propagates the reaction. This radical forms a radical from the starting material. So that step is called as propagation of that reaction. So second step is propagation. So in propagation, what will happen? We have a reagent that is CH4. I am writing just CH3 and one carbon hydrogen bond as a sigma bond. Then we have a Cl radical, one of the Cl radical. So what will happen? Because of this Cl radical, here will be also homolytic fission. So one H radical will be there and one carbon radical is there, CH3 radical. This H radical forms a bond with this Cl radical, byproduct is HCl, and what we will get is CH3 radical plus HCl. So this steps is called as propagation. This step is called as propagation. Then what will happen? This CH3 radical forms a sigma bond with second Cl radical, and we will get a product that is CH3Cl, methyl chloride. Methyl chloride. So this is our product. After product formation, last step is termination. Termination means stopping of the reaction. So in termination, so all radicals will get neutralized, that is called as termination. For example, this is also called as termination because CH3 radical combines with Cl radical will get methyl radical. Another possibility is that one CH3 radical may get combines with another CH3 radical and you may get a product like this CH3 CH3. So ethane as a product. It may possible that Cl radical forms a bond with Cl radical and you will get Cl2 reagent as a back. So all radical will get neutralized. So in this term, in this way, we will get a product that is methyl chloride. So this type of reactions are called as halogenation reaction. So halogenation reactions means one or more number of hydrogen atom of the alkanes are replaced by halogen atom. For example, we have a propane. If you reacted with Cl2 in presence of UV. Now in this molecule there are two types of hydrogens. One is primary hydrogen and one is secondary hydrogens. So it may possible that primary hydrogen may get replaced. So either this hydrogen or this hydrogen, both are same. So you will get a propyl chloride. But it may possible that this second hydrogen may get replaced by the halogen, so you will get another product. So there is a possibility of formation of two products. So CH3, CH2, CH2. See this, CH3, one of the hydrogen is replaced, so here will be CH2, and that hydrogen is replaced by the chlorine. Another product is CH3, CH, CH3. So this was a CH2, one of the hydrogen is replaced by Cl. Right, so this is called as 1-chloropropane, and this is called as 2-chloropropane. So in this case, as we know that a product stability, because product follows a radical stabilization rule, so tertiary product are more than secondary than primary. So this is the secondary. So this is a product which is formed in a major amount, while this is formed in a minor amount. Tertiary are more preferred than secondary, are more preferred than primary product. That's the reason we will get this 1-chloropropane as a minor product, while 2-chloropropane as a major product. Another example we can see, suppose CH3, CH, CH3. What is the name of this compound? Select the longer chain, 1, 2, 3, propane. At second carbon there is a methyl, so 2-methyl propane. If you reacted with Cl2 in presence of UV, now there are again two types of hydrogens. These three are primary and this one is tertiary. Right, primary and tertiary. So here also two products are possible. If CH3 methyl is replaced by halogen, then here will be CH2 and here will be Cl. See, this primary hydrogen is replaced by the Cl. And second product is CH3, CH3. Tertiary hydrogen is replaced by the chlorine. Now this is the primary and this is the tertiary. So tertiary are more favorable. So this will be the major product, while this is obtained in a trace amount, minor quantity. So in this way halogen reactions are similar reaction can be obtained if we are using Br2, that is bromine, as a halogen. Bromine are somewhat less reactive than chlorine. That's why you have to use a heat. You have to heat the reaction mixture. So heat energy acts as a catalyst and you will get a product. Again similarly, 1-bromopropane and 2-bromopropane. Similarly, if you are reacting with 2-methyl propane and if you are using Br2 or 140°C as a temperature, then also we will get a similar product likewise. So this is the minor product, this one is major product, this one is minor product, this one is a major product. So in this way, so this reaction is called as bromination reaction. Halogenation, if chlorine, chlorination, if bromine, bromination. Friends, next reaction is a combustion reaction of the alkanes. So combustion reaction means if we are combusting the alkanes in presence of oxygen, combustion means burning. Okay, so if you are burning alkanes, alkanes in presence of oxygen flame, then the byproduct is carbon dioxide and water as a byproduct. and some heat is liberated in the reaction. These reactions are called as combustion reaction. So in combustion reactions, alkanes are reacted or combust with this oxygen. In presence of oxygen, we will get carbon dioxide and water, and heat, the large amount of heat is getting liberated from this reaction. These reactions are very important in terms of alkane can be used as a fuel for motor vehicles or four-wheelers, as a petrol and diesel. So this heat is used to start the engine. So that is called as combustion. So as the number of heat is amount of heat is liberated, that depends upon the efficiency of fuel. That efficiency of the fuel is determined by octane number. If the number this octane number is high, then fuels are called as good fuels. If octane number is less, then those fuels are not so good for the vehicles. So octane number depends upon the efficiency of the fuels in terms of delta H, that is heat liberated in the combustion reaction. Now we will learn second example for this combustion. Friends, if you are reacting a methane in presence of oxygen, we will get CO2, that is carbon dioxide and water as a product, and minus 212 kilocalorie per mole, that energy is liberated from this reaction, from this combustion reaction. Similarly, if you are doing the combustion in presence of oxygen of the N-pentane, then we will get 5 molecules or 5 moles of this CO2 molecule and 8 molecules of H2O, water, and we will get minus 845 kilocalorie per mole of heat as a liberated heat. So this heat liberated can be used in as a vehicle, as you know that the power. So that is given by the octane number. As octane number is higher, fuels are good. For N-heptane, that octane number is 0, while for N-octane or isooctane, this octane number is 100. See the difference. So this for octane, that is 100. That's why this efficiency is given by the octane number, that is called as anti-knocking tendency. That is called as anti-knocking tendency. So that depends upon the structure of the molecules. Alkanes and benzenes have high octane number. Structure, that depends upon the structure, how that molecules structure, their molecular formula. So alkanes and benzenes, alkanes in terms of not alkanes, alkenes and benzenes are having a high octane number. Secondly, if we are using lead tetraacetate, not lead tetraacetate, tetraethyl lead, so C2H5 so tetraethyl lead, this can be used for anti-knocking reagent. So it increases the octane number of the fuel. So that can be used in terms of petrol and diesel to increase the efficiency of that fuel. Third one, if sulfur containing compounds are observed into the fuels, then that decreases the anti-knocking tendency. That decreases the anti-knocking tendency. That's why we have to use. That's why we have to remove the sulfur compounds from the fuels to increase the efficiency and octane number of the fuel. Friends, Next reaction we will learn, that is pyrolysis. Pyrolysis. Pyro means heat, lysis means breakdown. So that is called as thermal decomposition of the alkanes. So in presence of heat, the molecule are ruptured into the smaller molecules. So higher molecules are converted to the smaller molecules. That is called as pyrolysis. In presence of heat, the thermal decompositions of the alkanes, that is called as pyrolysis. This type of reactions are most important in petroleum industries. So whatever the petroleum compounds we are getting from the rocks or mines, that can be converted into the useful smaller molecules like petrol, diesel, kerosene, likewise. So this type of reactions are very useful in terms of petroleum industries. Friends, these pyrolysis reactions are of two types. These pyrolysis reactions are of two types. So first one is called as cracking. First one is called as cracking, and second one is called as dehydrogenation. Dehydrogenation. So what is the difference between cracking and dehydrogenation? Both reactions are thermal decompositions of the alkanes in presence of heat. As we know that thermal means heat. But what is the difference between cracking and hydrogenation? In both the reactions, higher molecules, that is bigger molecules, are converted to the smaller molecules. The difference is that in cracking we are getting two products. One is alkane and second one is alkene. So these are the smaller molecules. From bigger alkane we will get smaller alkane and one alkene. While dehydrogenation, name itself indicates what is the reaction. Dehydrogenation. Hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen and dehydrogenation means removal of hydrogen. So it clearly indicates that the one product is alkene while second product is hydrogen. So this is the main difference between cracking and dehydrogenation. Cracking means thermal decompositions of the molecules gives alkane and alkene. Those reactions are called as cracking, while dehydrogenation means thermal decompositions of the molecules to give one alkene and hydrogen molecule, then that is called as dehydrogenation. Now we will see the examples. We will start with the cracking. For example, propane. Propane and propane. If you are heating at 600 degrees Celsius, so there will be the cracking, that is thermal decompositions of this propane. So as we know that one product is alkane, one product is alkene. So alkenes, at least two carbons are there. So we will get a product CH2 double bond CH2 plus CH4 plus CH4. See, number of hydrogens and number of carbons are same from the right hand side and left hand side and right hand side. So see here, this is called as thermal decomposition. So we will get ethene, or you can say ethylene. We will get ethylene and methane. So this is alkene. Alkene is the next chapter, but you should know the structure because all these reactions are interconvertible, functional group interconvertible reactions. If you are seeing another reactions like N-butane, so CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. So this is N-butane. If you are heating at in presence of aluminium AlO3, alumina Al2O3, or you can use CrO3, chromium trioxide, as a catalyst, or you can use the silica also, SiO2. And if you are heating at 400 degrees Celsius. Okay. So what will happen? One product is alkene and second product is alkane. So this is the possibility. You may get one is ethene, one is ethane. It may possible that you will get CH3, CH double bond, CH2 plus CH4. So we will get, this is another possibility, that is propene. See, 3 carbons and double bond means propene plus methane. So multiple products may possible. So isolation of particular product or getting particular product depends upon the catalyst and heat. If you are trying to maintain a catalyst, so that will give you a particular product in major amount. Yeah, this catalyst like Al2O3, silica, that is SiO2, this is alumina. Then you can use CrO3 also, that is chromium trioxide. So depends upon this catalyst and amount of heat, you are getting particular product in major amount. But in cracking you are getting alkane and one product is alkene. Next reaction is dehydrogenation. So this is again the thermal decomposition of the alkanes to give alkene and hydrogen. One product is alkene, one product is hydrogen. That is called as dehydrogenation reaction. For example, if we have a CH3 and if you are heating at 600 degrees Celsius, then you are getting a product CH2 double bond CH2 plus H2 hydrogen gas. So number of atoms on the left hand side are equal to number of atoms to the right hand side, and you may get in presence of heat. So product is ethylene. If you are heating a propane CH2 CH3 CH2 CH3 ethane. If you are heating at 600 degrees Celsius using some catalyst, so you will get a propene as a product, that is CH2 double bond CH CH3 and H2 molecule. So this is called as propene. So this is called as dehydrogenation reactions. If you are heating N-hexane, like N-hexane, a molecular formula is C6H14. C6H14. If you are heating in presence of some catalyst like Al2O3, or you can use CrO3 also, no problem, and heating around 500 degrees Celsius or 600 degrees Celsius, no problem. So it may possible that there is a cyclization of product and you will get a product that is C6H6. You know the name of the structure? Yes, benzene. So benzene is a product and the byproduct is H2. Byproduct is H2. So in this way, this type of reactions are called as dehydrogenation. Friends, now we'll see some reactions from the assignments given to the below to the chapter. Friends, in examination also writing reactions is one of the challenge for our students, because their practice is very less. त्यांची प्रॅक्टिस कमी पडते म्हणून ते रिॲक्शनचा प्रॉब्लेम्स येतात. रिॲक्शन्स एकदम सोपे असतात, फक्त कसे लिहायचेत ते तुम्ही बघा. थोडंफार इथे तुम्हाला लक्षात पण ठेवावं लागतात की कोणते रिएजंट्स कोणते रिॲक्शन्स देतात, ॲडिशन कशाला म्हणतात, रिॲक्शन्स कशाला म्हणतात, एलिमिनेशन त्यांचे नावं कशाला म्हणतात, रिएजंट. अजून एक तुम्हाला स्टार्टिंगचं नाव देतात, कधी प्रॉडक्टचं नाव देतात, तर तुम्हाला नॉमेनक्लेचर पण माहिती पाहिजे, त्या स्ट्रक्चरचं नाव तुम्हाला माहिती पाहिजे. दुसरी गोष्ट, नावावरून रिॲक्शन लिहिता आली पाहिजे, रिॲक्शनवरून नाव लिहिता आलं पाहिजे. तुम्हाला नॉमेनक्लेचर माहितीच पाहिजे. इन एक्झामिनेशन दे मे आस्क दॅट राईट डाऊन द प्रिपरेशन ऑफ ब्यूटेन फ्रॉम 2-butene. So first thing that you should know the structure of butane, you should know the structure of butene. Then by comparing two structures you may think for the reagent, right? What is the reagent is useful in terms of some reactions, like they are providing starting and reagent and guess the product. If you know the starting, if you have the product, if you know the reagent, you can write down the product. So this type of reactions you need to have practice only. Without practice nothing you can write into the examination. Now first example, suppose the reaction is write down the preparation of butane from 2-butene. So preparation of butane from, so this is most important, from 2-butene. So you have to prepare butane from 2-butene. So you should know the structure of 2-butene. So CH3 CH double bond CH CH3. So this is the structure of 2-butene. In means alkene, double bond at second carbon. So 1 2 second carbon, double bond. So 2-butene, and the product is butane. So CH3 CH2 CH2 CH3. See the change, number of hydrogen atoms are increased. Means you have to do write down the reducing reagent or hydrogenation reagent. So H2 is the reagent, and you can use nickel, palladium, platinum as a catalyst. So this is called as catalytic hydrogenation of alkenes, right? In this way you can write down the reactions. Next reaction is, suppose butane from ethyl bromide. Butane from ethyl bromide. So you should know the structure of butane. So you write down the butane CH3 CH2 CH2 CH3 from ethyl bromide. So ethyl bromide means CH3 CH2 Br. Now see here, from 2 carbons you need to have synthesized 4 carbons. It means that you have to use this as a twice. So 2 molecules of ethyl bromide. Then you have to use a sodium, that it Woods reaction, and you will get the product butane, and byproduct is NaBr. So in this way you should know the structure of the molecules starting as well as product. Then you can think for the reactions and reagents. Friends, now we'll see some reactions. शेवटच्या प्रश्नामध्ये असे तुम्हाला काहीतरी रिॲक्शन्स देतात आणि तुम्हाला प्रॉडक्ट ओळखायला लावतात. तुम्हाला रिएजंट्स माहिती पाहिजे, तुम्हाला नाव माहिती पाहिजे. इथं झालं आपलं. आता आपण रिॲक्शन सॉल्व करून बघा कसे करायचे. हा काय इथेन, दिस रिएजंट फॉर हॅलोजनेशन रिॲक्शन. So one or more number of hydrogens are replaced by the halogen atom, chlorine atom. So that is called as halonation. In most of the cases only monohalogenation you have to write as a product. So one of the hydrogen of this ethane molecule is replaced by Cl. So product will be CH3 CH2 Cl. बघा इथला एक हायड्रोजन रिप्लेस झाला, CH2 झाला, CH2 च्या जागा अजून एक हायड्रोजनच्या जागेवर मी काय लिहिलं Cl. तुम्हाला नावं लिहायची सवय ठेवा. जरी मी नाही लिहिले तर आपण वेळ वाचवते, पण तुम्ही ज्यावेळेस लेक्चर ऐकाल त्यावेळेस तुम्ही लिहा त्याचं नाव. ती प्रॅक्टिस असते की तुम्हाला स्ट्रक्चरचं नाव आणि नावावरून स्ट्रक्चर समजतं. प्रॅक्टिस. नेक्स्ट रिएजंट इज अल्कोहोलिक KOH. आता हा रिएजंट आपण शिकलोच नाही आत्तापर्यंत, किंवा तुम्ही 11वी-12वीला शिकला असेल. सो अल्कोहोलिक KOH इट्स अ इलिमिनेशन प्रॉडक्ट और इलिमिनेशन रिएजंट. इलिमिनेशन रिएजंट म्हणजे एक हायड्रोजन आणि एक Cl निघून जातो. ओके, या कार्बनमधून जर Cl घेतलं तर शेअरच्या कार्बनमधून H निघून जातात. डिहायड्रोहॅलोजनेशन. डी निघून जाणे, हायड्रो एक हायड्रोजन, हॅलोजन एक हायड्रोजन आणि एक हॅलोजन निघून जातो. सो या कार्बनचं जर हॅलोजन त्याच्या शेजारच्या कार्बनचा काय जातो हायड्रोजन. याला जर अल्फा कार्बन म्हणत असेल त्याला बीटा कार्बन म्हणायचं, याला फर्स्ट कार्बन म्हणत असेल त्याला सेकंड कार्बन म्हणायचं. बरोबर. सो इथला एक हायड्रोजन आणि इथला एक हॅलोजन निघून जातो आणि इथे डबल बॉन्ड येतो, फॉर्मेशन ऑफ अल्कीन. सो दिस रिॲक्शन we will learn in next chapter, that is alkene also, the preparation of alkenes from the alkyl halides. So you should know the at a time alkyl halides, alkenes. Chapter name is alkene. इथं काय दिलं alkyl halide, product काय alkene. So all these reagents, all these functional groups are interconvertible. So product is CH2 double bond CH2, byproduct is HCl. Forget about the byproduct. This is expected product, that is ethyl. Next, name of this molecule is, see this double bond, 3 carbons. So this is 1 propene. This is H2PT. So hydrogenation. Hydrogen is there, hydrogenation. Platinum, that is a catalyst. So hydrogenation means each double bonded carbon. फक्त डबल बॉन्डेड कार्बन म्हटलं मी, इकडे काही फरक पडत नाही. हा ग्रुप सॅच्युरेटेड, जो अनसॅच्युरेटेड असेल त्याच्यावर काय होतं हायड्रोजन ॲड होतो, त्याला ॲडिशन रिॲक्शन्स म्हणतात. मग डबल बॉन्डचा काय होतो सिंगल बॉन्ड, आणि या कार्बनला एक हायड्रोजन जाईल, या कार्बनला एक हायड्रोजन जाईल. सो युअर प्रॉडक्ट विल बी CH3 CH, काय होतं CH होतं, आता काय होईल CH2. डबल बॉन्डचा सिंगल बॉन्ड, CH2चा CH3. This is propane. This is again halogenation. So there are 2 types of hydrogens now, primary and secondary. Secondary is the major product. So you have to write a secondary product, major product only. So secondary hydrogen is replaced by the Cl. 2-chloropropane as a major product. 2-chloropropane as a major product. Now see here, this is again halogenation. So there are 2 types of hydrogens, primary and tertiary. So tertiary halogen will be replaced. So we will get CH3 CH3 CH3, and here tertiary hydrogen is replaced by halogen. Tertiary hydrogen is replaced by halogen. This is the major product. Okay. Next is aqueous KOH. ना इथं बघा, इथं काय दिलं आहे अल्कोहोलिक KOH. अल्कोहोलिक KOH आणि हीट म्हणजे हा इलिमिनेशन देतो. हा फरक आहे बघा यांच्यामध्ये. हा देतो इलिमिनेशन आणि हा देतो सबस्टिट्यूशन. सबस्टिट्यूशन म्हणजे काय, हॅलोजनच्या ऐवजी OH येतो, हे लक्षात ठेवायचं, हा डिफरन्स. This is gives elimination, this gives substitution. Br is replaced by OH. OH acts as a base. So your product will be CH3 CH3 CH3, and here will be OH. The product is alcohol. OH alcohol बघा, अल्कोहोल चॅप्टर दुसऱ्या सेमिस्टरला तरी इथं OH आलं. So alcohol as a product. The name of this alcohol, IUPAC name, longest chain 3 carbon, 1 2 3. So at 2 position there is a methyl, at 2 position there is a OH. So this name is 2-methyl 2-propanol. 2-methyl 2-propanol. Now here also, see here, ethyl bromide. This is ZnCu ethanol. This is the reduction reagent. Reduction means हायड्रोजन, ॲडिशन ऑफ हायड्रोजन. इथे फक्त एक Br आहे, म्हणजे Brच्या जागेवर काय येईल हायड्रोजन येईल. रिडक्शन ऑफ अल्किल हॅलाइड्स टू गिव्ह अल्केन. सो प्रॉडक्ट विल बी CH3 CH3 CH2चा काय झाला CH3 आणि HBr बाय प्रॉडक्ट. इथेन ॲज अ प्रॉडक्ट. इथेन परत हॅलोजनेशन. सो यू विल गेट CH3 CH2 Cl, इथिल क्लोराईड. जस्ट आपण इथे शिकलो ती रिॲक्शन. आता इथे बघा, इथिल ब्रोमाइड काय रिएजंट? मॅग्नेशियम आणि इथर. जो मॅग्नेशियम आणि इथर असेल आणि अल्किल हॅलाइड असेल दॅट इज कॉल्ड ॲज ग्रिग्नार्ड रिएजंट फॉर्मेशन. सो इथे मॅग्नेशियम जातो, CBrमध्ये मॅग्नेशियम जातो, कार्बन आणि Br बॉन्डमध्ये मॅग्नेशियम घुसतो, इन्सर्शन ऑफ मेटल. ओके, बाकी कुठे मेटल लिहायचं नाही. जिथे Br असेल, जिथे हॅलोजन असेल त्या कार्बनला Mg लिहायचं आणि Mgला Br. सो यू विल गेट अ प्रॉडक्ट CH3MgBr, मिथिल मॅग्नेशियम ब्रोमाइड. मिथिल मॅग्नेशियम bromide. Now water. So this is called as hydrolysis of Grignard reagent. On hydrolysis of Grignard reagent, we will get alkane as a product. What is that? Alkane. So this alkyl is converted to the alkane. So this methyl is converted to the methane. So product is methane and byproduct is MgOH and Br. So in this way you have to solve so many reactions for the practice, then only you will confirm to write a proper reactions, proper products.